BayScaping is garden landscaping with plants native to the Chesapeake Bay region. These plants have deep roots that prevent erosion and absorb more water than traditional grass. In addition to these stormwater benefits, native plants provide nectar for pollinators and habitat for wildlife.
The Department of Energy and Environment offers BayScaping to its residents through the River Smart Homes program and encourages homeowners who have had BayScaping installed to properly maintain it so that the garden continues to function properly and look beautiful.
During the first 2 years of your BayScaping's life, the plants are just getting established and will need to be watered during dry periods. You should give your plants a thorough soaking daily for the first 2 weeks, 2 to 3 times a week for the next 3 months, and once every week after that, primarily between March and November. Once the warm weather ends, watering is normally not necessary. Look at the weather forecast to plan your watering schedule. There is no need to water right before or after a rain event. The best time to water is in the early morning to prepare it for the hot day to come.
Your BayScaping plants will need to be watered if the soil is dry or if plant leaves are discolored. To assess soil moisture, stick your finger into the soil about 1 inch or 2 to determine if it's moist or dry. Also check to see if plant leaves are drooping or brown. To water your BayScaping plants, use a watering can or a garden hose. Water near the base of the plants where the root system is, instead of on the plant's leaves. Make sure to give the garden a thorough soaking without overwatering it.
Puddles that persist in the garden after you've finished watering and/or yellow leaves are frequently a sign that you've overwatered.
If you have a rain barrel, you can extend a soaker hose through your BayScaping to create your own drip irrigation system. Removing weeds protects your BayScaping plants and keeps your garden looking beautiful.
Weeding should be done weekly from April through November. Weeding in the early spring, when the soil is moist and the weeds are small, allows you to pull out weeds with less difficulty. For the remainder of the growing season, it's easiest to weed after a rain event or after watering your garden.
Removing small weeds can be done by hand. Grab the bottom of the weed tightly and pull it sharply out of the ground. To remove large weeds, you'll need a small shovel or trowel to gradually loosen and break up soil around the root of the weed. Use the gardening tool to dig around and expose the taproot, which is the largest root. Then, use the gardening tool or your hand to pull it out of the ground.
You can refer to the photo plant list provided to you by your contractor at the time of the installation to make sure you're not pulling out any of the BayScaping plants. If you're not sure if something is a weed, please check out the maintenance resources on our website to find a list and photos of regional weeds.
Mulching your BayScaping plants can help conserve moisture, shield plant roots from extreme temperatures, improve soil, and discourage weeds.
Only use hardwood mulch to prevent it from washing away.
Apply 2 to 4 inches of mulch throughout the garden. Avoid placing mulch near the plant stems to allow it to breathe.
Every 2 to 3 years, you should remove the existing mulch before adding the new layer to prevent excess buildup over time.
In the event that some of your BayScaping plants may have died due to poor maintenance or natural reasons, you will need to remove and replace them with new native plants.
The best time to replace them is in the early spring and/or in the late fall. Use the design and plant list from your contractor to replace dead plants with new plants of the same species in the same location. If a plant has died within 1 year of your BayScaping installation, your 1-year warranty will cover a replacement of this plant by your contractor. If you're beyond this 1-year warranty, check out the maintenance resources on our website to find a list of nurseries near you. Please feel free to reach out to your contractor with any additional questions.